woman kings turn to. You've probably heard of prophets like Elijah, Daniel, maybe Isaiah, big names, fire from heaven, lions' dens, all that. But have you ever heard of Huldah? Please subscribe, like, and drop a comment. Most haven't, which is strange, because when the nation of Judah was on the edge of a spiritual cliff, when the king himself was terrified and needed answers, he didn't call the big names. He called Huldah. Let me back up. It's about 2,600 years ago. Judah, one of the ancient kingdoms of Israel, is a mess. The people have forgotten their faith. Their leaders are corrupt. Temples are filled with idols. The laws they were supposed to live by? Gone. Lost. Ignored. Then during a temple renovation, someone stumbles on a scroll. It's dusty. Forgotten. Turns out it's the book of the law, the foundation of their entire belief system. When the king Josiah hears it read aloud, it wrecks him. He realizes how far off course they've drifted. He's heartbroken, scared, and he wants to know what happens next. Now here's the twist. He has access to all the top prophets, men who are famous for hearing from God. But Josiah doesn't send for any of them. He sends his top advisors to a woman named Huldah. So who was she? Not a queen, not a priest, not a political figure. She lived in a quiet district of Jerusalem, married to a man who managed the royal wardrobe. Not exactly palace elite, but Huldah was known for something else. Her insight, her connection to the divine, her ability to speak truth without blinking. And when the advisors show up at her door, scroll in hand, asking, "What does this mean?" she doesn't hesitate. She tells them judgment is coming, that the nation has gone too far for too long. But because the king's heart was broken, because he humbled himself, disaster would be delayed. Mercy, not because of status, but because of sincerity. And just like that, her words shape national policy. A whole country pivots because one woman, with no title or fanfare, had the clarity and courage to speak when it mattered most. She doesn't show up in the Bible again. No sequel, no book named after her. But in a time when women's voices were often dismissed, hers became the one kings trusted. So why does Huldah matter today? Because she proves that real influence isn't about platforms or power, it's about substance. She wasn't loud, but she was listened to. She wasn't famous, but she was faithful. And when the moment came, she was ready. Most people have never heard of Huldah, but heaven knew her name. And when history needed a voice of truth, hers rose above the noise.